All right,
Can you
so
see me? Whoops.
yep, there it is. Okie doke. All righty, I'll turn mine off. And your video's off. Okie doke. So,
Okay. Now, uh, first, let's talk about the work the tool space issue or whatever you call that
the what? The toolbars?
toolbar issue. Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Uh, Let me open this plat. Now, I've got the 2020 version up here going.
Yeah. Hmm.
Let me open this merger plat. Because this is one of the things I want to ask you about. Okay, you see this toolbar up here?
Yeah,
That isn't anywhere on. Can I open 2021 at the same time?
you can, yes.
And I did the toolbar, save the toolbar in settings as you suggested.
Hmm.
Let's see how I can't open the same file though, can I?
You can, it'll tell you you'll have to open it read only, but you can just hit that new drawing up at the top left and you don't have to have anything open.
Well, I got to go through all this.
That's all right. Just say
Let me just
cancel.
open something up.
All right. Okay. So there you go. Now, all right. Well, right here's the one. Let me see. And let's see here. I don't see the snapping one. All right. So now, um, here's the simpler way to do that. If I'm back on, let's see, where am I?
Some view merger is in 20.
All right, there's the 2020.
Yeah.
All right. So when we did this and saved, we'll just call it 2020 TB setups. All right. Now
Where'd you tell it to save it?
it's in Carlson settings.
Okay.
So now if I load toolbar file, oh, wait a minute, that was toolbar manager, load toolbar file, Carlson project settings. Yeah, so there's that there. And all right, so that's the one. See, the problem is they're in different places, perhaps. Uh, I still do not see your excuse me, your entity snaps. And I wonder if that is see, I wonder if it's only saving Carlson toolbars.
Oh, I didn't know that wasn't.
I just wonder, let's see.
an IntelliCAD toolbar.
Yeah, let me, let's try this a minute. Excuse me. Good heavenly days. Yeah, that's still. All right, so that's what it thinks there. Let's try this a minute. Excuse me. Good heavens. Oh, sorry. If we look at the profiles, let's see here. Uh, Now, if we load this back up, all right. So let's try this.
I couldn't find the snap settings in the bottom of on that software either.
Well, see, some of those settings are IntelliCAD settings, which is, if we look at these profiles, and if I export that, I just put it on the desktop. Well, what happened there? Did your screen go black, Michael?
Well, it's got a message that came up on it. It says, it says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?
Oh, go ahead and say yes. Okay. Now, if we go here,
You couldn't see that on my screen, even though I'm sharing my screen with you.
correct. Was it on the other screen or?
No, it was on the same
Oh,
screen.
okay. Well, it might just be that that's, maybe that's for privacy.
Same
Go ahead and say
thing.
yes again. And that had absolutely no effect. All right. Let's put this back. Let's see. Maybe that's why it didn't. There we go. There's these. There's these. All right, so you see those two right there?
Yeah.
It's identical.
Okay, now I've got a message at the command prompt on the other one that says something objects changed to restart IntelliCAD to take an effect.
Says what?
Says you can't read the command line.
Oh, please restart IntelliCAD to take an effect. All right. Well, now why did it? Went back to the same profile. Let's see.
So you just stick with 2020. But the problem is I don't think 2020 is getting updated anymore.
You mean from Carlson?
Yeah.
Oh, it will be. But I mean, no, you have to say yes to that. Yeah. I mean, they don't do it just, just for giggles. They'll only do it if they have something to fix. Now, if this is, all right, so this is, oops. All right.
Sorry to drag you in on such a silly problem, but those are commands that I use fairly frequently.
Well, certainly. Now, why will it not stick if we restart? Now, see, what I want to do is to make sure unable to recognize config. Huh. There's something that keeps resetting it, even though it lets me, you saw the toolbars were there.
Maybe the easiest thing for me to do is just stick with 2020 if that's,
Well, here's, if it's just those two toolbars, then we can fix that here. I'll show you how we can do that. Let's see, is there anything in the setups here? All right, so it updated the profile, but it keeps resetting. So if, ha ha ha, there we go. All right, try that one more time. So settings, IntelliCAD options, profiles, set current. Now, what was that called? Let's see. IntelliCAD options. Oops, sorry. Oh, wow. See, there's something about that it just resets. It takes away all of the commands and everything. All right. Well, instead of trying to track that down, we'll leave it on that 2021 profile, but here's how we'll get these others to match. So back in 2020, we'll look at this toolbar setup and we'll look at the Carlson toolbars. And excuse me, I see we've got Carlson menus. Let me jot these down real quick. And then draw, elevate entities, draw, elevate entity properties, grading. You probably don't really need the grading part, but
I may.
I mean, it's typically civil tools.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you can see if you never use it, you can save some real estate. All right, so standard, surface, transparent point selection.
I don't need it for now, for sure.
All right, so now those are the Carlson toolbars. If we look at the IntelliCAD toolbars, there's also,
Property,
see that entity snaps?
yeah.
That's the part that Carlson's, that other thing did not save. And then workspaces. Okay. So that's all we did was to see what was there. So now we'll come back to here and do the same thing. So Carlson, we've got Carlson menus. We've got draw, elevate entity properties, grading, inquiry, which is not a bad one to have. That's this one here that has like the measure distance tool.
Okay.
All right. Layers modified polyline. Standard, surface, transparent point. Okay. Go into IntelliCAD, entity snaps. All right, so pull this down, put this up. Now let me take a peek back to here.
Where did the inquiry go?
Here's where your inquiry is here.
Okay.
I must have missed jotting it down the last time. All right, so we've got standard, surface, entity properties, and Carlson menus, and Carlson draw, all on the left. So we've got standard, surface, entity properties, Carlson menus, and draw. So that matches there on the left. Let's go across the top. We got layers and polylines. Then grading and elevate. So there's layers and polyline, grading and elevate. All right. And then there's your inquiry. It's workspaces that's different. So workspaces. There we go. All right, so now that should match pretty much exactly. I changed out over here. In fact, I'll just for consistency's sake. This is Carlson's menu, or I'm sorry, Carlson's modify. And yet the IntelliCAD modify has a couple of more. You see, it's got the same tools, but also includes the delete.
Yep.
There's a 3D rotate, which you won't need. So you don't really need those. I mean, you could use them, but it's got the 3D tools, and it's also got this block explode and change space and all that. So it's got a few more tools on it. Any that you've used before are always going to still be over there. Okay, so now that's there. And 2021. Okay. Now, just to make sure, we'll close it off and start it back up. Now, this is read only because it's open also over in 2020, but I
Okay.
want to check something. All right, so your tools came across just fine. Come on. Is it asking you anything on the screen anywhere?
Nope.
Seems to have locked.
Oh, really? Huh.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not getting any response to any, even down there on your taskbar,
Nope.
like it's nothing's working. So let me stop remote control and restart remote control. No, it's still not. Are you able to do anything?
Well, I have the blue circle. Uh,
Yeah,
now everything is gone blank. Now everything's back.
now it's back.
Now everything's gone blank. Uh,
That's just Windows
I'm-
trying to catch up. All right, so now there we go. Now, are you, do you like, oh, what the heck? All right. All right, so that's okay. Now, see, we also need to do this. There we go. Or do you see how that's, you see how the prompt is at the cursor
Yeah,
where you can type those numbers in like that? Do you like that or does that get in your way? What are you?
it gets in my way.
All right, so we need to turn that part off, which is that right there. Okay. All right, now. Don't really know why that's showing up like that. It's just it's an artifact. So let's see. Okay. Now let's save it from here. All right, so this is, let's see.
I wonder when Carlson will fix the plotting issue in 2021. I'm surprised a lot of people haven't complained about that.
You wonder about what now?
When Carlson will fix the plotting issue in 2021.
I don't know.
I'm surprised a lot of people haven't complained about that.
Yeah, I know. Makes me wonder what they're doing. Um, there's something about this. There's it's a fade control. Here's what we can do. All right, under layers, make objects layer current. Now, Oh, sorry, it's not an image, it's a PDF, isn't it? X. Um, let's see. Well, doesn't seem to like that. Let's go back to this one. Try it there. Let's see. Now, boy, I sure would like to be able to do that. Nope, it's not doing it. Well, well, that's certainly the way I remember it. Select entities. See, it's supposed to come up and give me some more options. Nope, sure not gonna. Oh well. Now that you've got a better way to do the vicinity maps, that won't be such an issue anymore. But now, all right, so when we plot this here in 2020, we would put it, what do you mean I can't open this location? Let's just call it 2020 test. And in 2021,
Actually, I noticed in that GIS software, you can actually import something to NAD 27, which is what this drawing is in.
yep. You can even without the GIS software to a point, to certain things. All right, now let's see. Are you getting that a lot?
No, never gotten it before.
All right, we'll have to see. All right, so this, see how it clips the top. Huh.
So I'll just have to keep using 2020 to make plots.
Minus 23, minus 20, using drawing to PDF. Oh, oh, what's going on there? Adobe PDF. There you go. Well, let's see. That fixes the border size. Now we've got to get that PDF. Let's see what this will do. That's all right. All right. Let's see. Did that come up on another screen?
No, it's right there. You can't see it?
There, now it did. All right. All right. Now, I didn't see anything about the this PDF image. Well, gray went away that time. I don't know that that means anything, but we'll see. Nope, it's back.
Would it be easier or possible just to redo the location inset?
Yeah, there's There's something about let's see this. That is the strangest thing. See, it won't let me clip it. It is a PDF. Yes. See, there used to be a variable called fade control. Could it be? No. Well, I don't want to waste all your time with that. We'd have to fix this. We need to fix this vicinity map and not use it as not use the PDF. So I wonder if we did this. Uh, see that it won't even let me bind it. See, that lets me bind. There's something about that file. Hmm. Well, let's see. If we try something here a second. Let's save this so we can save some changes. Is this this is where it's all right, let me let me find this file. Put me in that folder there, Michael. All right, so that is the no, where's the location map? That's what I was looking for. There's location map, which is that. And there is SV location map. All right, so that's the one we want.
Wait a minute, is that the one where we added the road names?
No, this just had that.
Okay. I actually didn't see the one where we added the road names there of those two choices.
It was on one of those planning maps. All right, let me see here a minute. What can I do with this? All right, I want to crop. Let's see here. It's all right. All right, now. Let me try a different thing here a minute. PDF. Uh, where are we?
Um,
Okay. Well, that sucked. Why does it give that? right? I'll try this. What is that scale? Now that's probably no longer exactly 1 inch equals 2,000 feet, but that's all right.
I don't think anyone would care.
Now, it's like the borders are fine. It's a little bit hard to read. Un, unknown.
What?
I just, I cannot figure out for the life of me why anything that's white in the PDF shows up as gray here. Let's see. See, that makes that nice and readable. Hmm. All right, if we take just a regular old, find me a PDF file, Michael, like just like a, a report or something, you know.
Not a drawing?
No, not a drawing. Just find me some regular old PDF file. I don't care what it is. I just want to check for transparency.
I'm just trying to think of where I have one.
Any of those will work. Okay, now let me take it from there. Oops. Yeah, see?
Config on your command line.
All right. That could be something. Okay.
What is
NVIDIA
graphics
GeForce.
device set to?
Let's see. NVIDIA. Oh, it's set to OpenGL. Advanced
Is it
OpenGL.
advanced?
Yeah.
Okay, change that to intermediate.
Okay.
See if that makes any difference. That's been kind of a problem here recently. Is that it?
It sure seems to be, although it also, fancy, yeah, that was exactly it. Wow. Well, I sure am glad you're working today. All right. Yeah. I got you. Okay. Well, thank you so very much.
I'm glad that fixed it.
Yeah, good heavenly days. Because I know, see, this doesn't do this on my machine. I'm doing this on a Zoom session with my client, and his was doing it, and I just like, oh man. And of course, on my machine now, I'm running mine on Windows emulation on a Macintosh, so it can't use the advanced hardware acceleration anyway. So it's all doing software rendering, so it all works lovely. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll let you get on with your day. Thank you so very much.
Hope you have a good rest of your week.
Thanks. You as well. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank
Okay, Mr. Mike. Did you catch that?
I did.
Wow. Wow. Wowzy, wow, wow. I'll go over to here and I'll see if there's still that same problem with that. What was it? Graphics config. No, let's see. What was it? Graphics config. Yeah, they don't even have that variable in, or that command in 2020. All righty. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you here, Michael, is I'm going to close this. And close that. Oh, I see why we did that. Okay. Now, we can probably safely get rid of all this stuff. What did we have in here before? Do you recall?
I think it was an area table.
Okay. There it is. All right, now this one has a name of 2021 Mod Summit View Merger Plat.
Yeah.
And so it's been cleaned up considerably. That PDF got trimmed down to size. We now no longer have that gray stuff. And when we plot, it plots correctly. Now, what you have to do is when you choose any of these, when you want to plot in 2021, it might come in and still be sitting on DWG to PDF.
Yeah,
Don't do that anymore. Just use your Adobe PDF.
okay.
All right. And then when you plot, it'll come in. Like so. Oh boy, I was afraid it had clipped off part of that, but it's not. It's come on. Oh, let's see what I need to do. There we go. Now. One more time. There we go. Okay. So now if I were you, Michael, I would just keep using 2021.
Okay, well, let me ask you another question. Let me close this drawing for a second.
Okay.
And there's another one here.
All right.
The same exact location inset on it. This is spinal plat. Uh,
Yeah. All right. So let's see, show clip.
oh, that's the one that has the road names on it,
Okay.
I think.
Yep. Yeah, but you know what? We just drew it over top of it.
Yeah.
So which is fine. Okay, so um now let's clean this up. Now, let's see. Now, you see that? That's going to give you a problem.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure that we choose Adobe PDF and choose that ANCC.
It's interesting. I see that it gives you the option of previewing there. Under the old one, it didn't.
Yeah, let's see. Well,
Oh, you see what it's done to that? Yeah. That happened on another drawing.
yeah, I remember.
I don't know how you fixed it. You had me send you the DWG and you fixed it and sent it back.
Yeah, it's the problem is that this is a block definition. Let's do this.
I have a question, and maybe it's a bad idea to begin with, but since I have Adobe now, is there a way for me to actually put a signature in there too?
Well, you could have done that without Adobe. It's just an image. You just have a scan. You just have to scan it as an image. And then just type, and then just do an image attach, or, just go to XREF and choose attach and choose it as an image file. Or actually, you may have to do it from here and go here and then just attach. And then find you'll change this to probably image files. Okay, I mean, that's the way I sign my stamps on my drawings, is it's just attached into it. I don't actually physically sign it. All right, now I want to purge that block. Now I need to get that back from disk where it was created the first time. So layer is this on layer 0, title block line. Okay. All right. Now, if we insert that block, No. I have no idea where that block might exist. Do you?
No, no, you created it. I can find it in another drawing.
All right, that's what we want to do. In fact, let's just open that drawing. Where was the last one that I fixed?
On the other, it's the seal.
Yeah, I sent you back a drawing after we fixed the seal.
Yeah, you did. Let me look at my email here.
All right. Or if you know another one where it works, either one's fine.
I can't get my mouse to work. There.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me,
Stealing my mouse.
yeah, you should have it now.
Okay, here it is. What do you want me to do with it?
Just open it up.
Okay, I've just found the drawing. I can. It's on.
Open that drawing and leave this one open as well.
Oh, wait a minute, it's not letting me. Let me just go to here and open it from here.
Yeah, right. All righty. Now I'm going to do two things here. First, I'm going to write that out as a block. That'd be a block. And we're going to put this in a location. Where would you like to store some common resources? We're going to make a folder there. Like,
Probably just under Shepp Land Surveying.
all right, so let's go there and we're going to make a new,
Image reference.
nope. Let's just make a new folder. And call that, we'll just call that CAD resources. Okay. And this is going to be called PS stamp. Let's say okay. All right, so there's one way. Now the other way is
What's that line there coming across?
I just marked where the center of that one was the last time.
Okay.
I'll throw it away in a minute. Now, if I go back here and choose this button to bring up my layers, I'm not going to choose. I've opened up the other drawing. I'm going to look at my blocks. And I should have a PS stamp right there. And I'll just drag and drop that right there. I'll close that. And now we will insert that. And we don't have to browse for it. We'll just get it from here now. Okay, so there you go. I don't know. I don't know why it won't let you clip that. Should have asked Brendan when I had him on the phone, but I didn't think about it.
You're calling back?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's not going to give us a problem because of that white background that we got fixed. Now this frames though, let's see, we need to say what it does. All right. So now if we were to plot, we're using Adobe. Oh man. Well, that sucks. Let's see.
Okay, and this is the one where I have to have the street name, because we're better off just bringing in a new location inset using the GIS and NAD 27.
No, because there's a shift out of that. Adjust for background. Now, if we one more little setting to try, and I think if this still comes out, it is black. Let's try this now. If we plot with, oops. Oh yeah, might as well. Instead of Adobe PDF, we use the Adobe PDF.pc3. That's the one that I made the changes to. Oops. NCC. Now.
I think it's the new Adobe that I bought. That's the only thing that's different. Before I was.
Yeah, but that's what's letting the margins work. Um, why is it plotting that background?
The same background that's gray when it should be white, isn't it? Or is it? Is that an oversimplification? No, that's got to be an oversimplification.
No, see, it's clear. It's matching the background. See, it's gray up here, it's white down here.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Now this should put it back to gray everywhere. It did. I'm going to set that down to basic.
Okay, before you just went to intermediate, didn't you?
Yes, I'm going to switch it back to that. I just want to see if this triggers it. Apply to layout, preview. See, that preview is just fine. Wow. All right. Everything up here is black. That's probably because of that. Nope, still black there. All right, so the letters, the line work and stuff comes in white, so that's okay. Now, here's what we'll do. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw some reference lines. And so if I go to from there, from that corner, I'll come way out here. And from that corner, go right there. Now,
That's not very file.
where is it? Lutman?
No,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Summit View Estates.
There it is. All right. Thank you. Now, select this, turn that 50% back to that, and we will move from here to there.
Oh, good. We still have the road names in there.
Yep, there they are. All right. Now, preview, with the exception of it showing black for there, which we know is okay. I've got some found 5 rebars showing up here. It's kind of goofy.
That's weird.
Scale 8. Looks like that one over there has got it too.
how did it get so big?
Well, I'm sure it's something to do with the annotation scaling, but why did it do it now and not before? Uh, Now, how did you have these laying in here? Were they rotated or?
I don't remember. I could look at the last plat I submitted and see.
All right. I also see.
And actually, I need to change the description on the other one. I actually set that one.
Well, that's all right. We can do that at any time. Like that. I mean, how would you like to show it? Do you want to? You could do it like this if you wanted. Set some options here. We will use. except we need to do this. Point the description. One more time.
When that says move point with leader, it's just really talking about just the attribute, isn't it?
Yeah. Oops. Actually, you see what it is. It's not move point with leader, but move point attributes with leader. So that's
Right.
that's what it's trying to do. Gotta figure this out. Let's see. Arrow offset. Don't need that to be. Oh yeah, that's probably okay. Label offset. It just doesn't make sense. If we have that as one.
What is it that you're trying to change?
Well, I'd like it. You see how the line points to the bottom of the text? I want it to point to the middle part of the text.
I see.
Draw an arrowhead. There's the tick size. Draw the horizontal. There's the minimum length. That's how far away the tip of the arrow is from the point. That value here is how far away this is from that. Point name order. Well, may just need to be. Don't need to do that one. Or that one. So those we can do simply like so. Now keep in mind, if you scoot that over to the right, this red frame will clip that off.
Right.
So. If that setback limit is supposed to go with this dash line here,
Yeah.
but see, it looks like it's sort of with the 12. So I would say maybe let's,
Well, it is kind of with the 12, isn't it?
well, I guess it is, yeah. All right, well, let's rotate, let's change that. Rotation. Wow, see that text. There we go. Now the color is different. We've got this in here twice. That's on layer setback limit, and that's on layer wells. That's on wells. So that's there. Those are all on, these ones, these big ones like this, they're on your layer called setback limits.
Oh, okay, that shouldn't be.
Should they be on well?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do this. Whoops. What is this? Ah, that's the point. So we, wells, wells. Why is that showing up here, but not here? Oh, I know why. Because there's no description here.
So you just erase the description on the one that were showing up twice.
I could just, come on, there we go. Now we can take, is that all of them?
I think so.
All right, we'll just set that layer to wells. because they're also on setback limit.
I haven't shown very good discipline.
That's all right. And sometimes it won't matter because, you know, because what you're turning in is whatever plot. So that it could be fine. All right, I see what we're doing here. And I like that better than this down here. So let's fix that back. And we will match that rotation. If I can find the darn thing.
So in rotate, it's under edit.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's,
I think it's under edit.
seriously,
Rotate.
maybe rotate. No,
No, maybe it's under,
it's the tool, it's the text. Oh, way up here at the top, for heaven's sake. All right.
there's a rotate text. Like,
Uh,
I think it's the one above that.
well, yeah, but if we, in screen pick, all right. Rotate by entity, will it let me? Or but if I just say by pick. Oh, I see. If I do entity segment. See, that's, oh, I see, there we go. That text, yep, and there we go. All right, now. Is this also a setback limit there?
Yep.
And same thing there. Now, you've you don't have it labeled all the way around it, but that's okay. I think you're showing that, but see how this is sort of jammed?
Yeah, they may make me do that. Well, you want to label that along the front setback, that would,
All right, so. And you've got, excuse me, you've got this in, now, here's something you need to fix. That's not perpendicular to these lines. And also, you see that line there?
yeah.
That should probably not show underneath that patterned line. But if we See, if we were to freeze that layer, then it would freeze all of that text as well. So we're going to make a layer, unless we already have one. We don't. Freeze me. And we're going to select that. I think that'll get all of it. Yeah. And there we go. Now, are these interior lines supposed to be solid all the way across?
Yes, because they're new lines.
Ah, okay. Now, I'm also, you see these big real big dashes and these little dashes?
Oh, yeah.
So I would match because what's the rule? Consistency is the hallmark of excellence.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. There's your grids. All right. Where was the one that was not perpendicular? This one right here. All right. Let's see.
Move that a little bit so the arrow on the right's pointing to a line.
Yeah, we would, but I'm trying to get this. Yeah, maybe this will work. Yeah. See, it says Uh, All right, what tool do you normally do to create those?
I go to edit,
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was holding the mouse. Go ahead.
edit, offset.
No, the 20-foot marker, the dimension.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go, yeah.
Go to annotate,
You do
Survey
like
text.
survey text and then do the
off,
offset dimension?
offset.
Okay,
dimension.
all right, choose that. We missed being perpendicular is the problem. So now pick, now see, it's going to start at the end point.
Hmm.
All right, so what this, see, if we do that, if we do it with a offset dimensions, now we're going to pick a building or an object corner. So if we pick this point, say here, now we pick that line. Okay, so now it's perpendicular, but we've also got to change the style of this.
And how come it's going to the nearest tenth of a foot there instead of the nearest foot? That must be a setting someplace.
It is. It's the offset dimension, decimal places. Now it's 0. And what is this? This is text height. All right, so it's 08. All right, so let's go back to I'll remember it at some point. All right, now text size scalar. 0 decimal places. Suppress the extension lines. Okay. And we're going to now go from this point. Now we don't have to snap perpendicular. See down here on the command line, it's already there because the command was do your perpendicular offset.
Okay.
So there now it is. So now to put this back to here, we could do that. And I'll fix that here in just a minute, but I think the only thing we missed on this default was that right there. Now the text, we'll set to parallel. Close. Now, we don't want any offset. Ah, all right. Minus. Oops. There we go. She got that sitting like that. Ah, yeah, it's a little bit like that. Okay, Mike. What else do we see on here? Looks pretty good. I'll click out of that. So I'm now back on the paper. We will save this. I'm still concerned about this white in here for a minute. Let's see.
So if I every time I do a save as and I do a DWG and it's in the same file, it's still saying sharing the same CRD file, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. It doesn't change that. If you look up here, you see it's using Summit View Boundary as your CRD file.
Okay.
So until you go to points set coordinate file, it will keep that. There we go. Yeah, Mike, you had some nice looking,
You use there,
what's that?
you just use the Adobe or you use the other one there?
I use the Adobe, just regular Adobe. Not the Adobe dot, I'll show you. I just use that one,
Okay.
not the PC3.
Okay.
So I think you'll be fine.
So I'm not using the PC3 anywhere now.
Correct.
You're ready.
Yeah. One thing I would like to do is tone these down just a skosh. And move. What? Come on. Oh, let me set the height. Doesn't give me a chance to do so. Edit in place. Well, There we go. Now it's not quite so in your face. All right, sir. What else?
I think that's probably it for today.
All righty. Well, let's see. We'll save this. Now this one still says Summit View Final Plat. Okay.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
Whereas that other one was 20, I put a 2021 mod in front of it. So if you want to, you can save that as and put it back to the old name because that one still exists.
Okay.
Or, just
Just
be
avoid
aware of it. Yeah, be aware of it and keep track of it.
Right, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all righty. Well, I'm so glad to have found that gray background issue and the printing thing, and that probably by itself makes buying Adobe worth it. Because I think it still has that problem if you're trying to use the one that's built into it. The DWG to PDF. I think
Right.
that's still a problem.
Missing file. Uh-oh.
It's the GeoTIFF.
You see that at the bottom?
Yep. All right. So here's what we need to do. As we look at the images. All right. Let's see, which one was it? Come on. It's not what I want. It's
That's the email.
that one. Okay. Summit View. Wow.
Guess I should have just left well enough alone.
Oh, there it is. Let's see. It's the WV Middleway 2019-12-12 T Morse go.tiff. So that's this one. Now, right now you see it says it's unreferenced, so it's not even being used. Here's that health department reg. We don't need that anymore.
Right.
The location map is the one that's loaded and working now. We don't even need these others anymore, do we?
Probably not.
So let's take them out. Uh, Now this, do you remember when we first started working with that, we loaded up that old plat you did back in probably Terra model days?
Yep.
That's what that was from. Do you recall, did we load it up, use it, and then we no longer were needing it?
I think we just froze some layers. I think it's still there somewhere.
Well, right now it says it's unreferenced. So, I mean, even if I reload it, see, it doesn't know. It's like whatever it was in got either exploded or,
Or I guess we can delete it then.
well, I mean, it won't hurt anything to leave it. I just wondered if there was, if you recalled.
I don't.
Because if I do recall, it was some of this stuff out here.
Yeah.
And so I think, see, what we did is we brought it in and exploded it. So that's why it's that way. So let's go back. And might as well just take it right out of there. Oh, nope, it is still delete records. Oh, and all 0 entities. Okay. Now here's something you might want to think about. You see how that text is sort of, it's tall but skinny
Yes.
compared to the lines below?
Yes.
I would probably want to get those to match. See, you've only got that to be like half its width.
Okay.
So what would probably make the most sense, instead of like right now, it's 1/3 of an inch tall, which is way too big. So if we put like maybe 1/4 inch, and then let's set it back with no compression. And let's maybe make the compression, oh, say 85%. And then these should be, Similar, instead of 0.25, we'll make those 0.2. Factor of 0.85, so they all look the same. Let's maybe make that one point. And then finally, these will all be point 5, 0.85. Now, we're going to take all of these and set their justification. They're all set to the center. That's good. Now we need to line them up. Shoot, I never know. No, that's the wrong. I think it's got to be this. Yeah, I sort of figured. Let's see.
Shouldn't that Highcrest Farms LLC deed book 1058, page 292, and the line below, shouldn't they be more even?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, is get them to line up, because they're all center justified, and there is there's a way to do that. Let's see. There we go.
I have no clue how you did that, but it looks really good.
Well, the command is this. It's a text edit and it's an alignment, and we're going to line up text, all right?
Yeah.
That if you look down here on the status line, it says that lines up the selected text entities along either a horizontal or vertical line position. And so if you choose that, then you can choose vertical, horizontal, or polyline. I chose horizontal because I thought it meant it was going to slide the text left and right horizontally until it lined up. I always have to do it once and see that I got it wrong and go back and undo and do it again with the other options. But anyway, it says vertical. And if I said vertical, so these are all different pieces of text. Now pick a vertical position. So I would go over here and say pick here. Now you see that dashed vertical line.
Yeah,
Now it says select entities, but the line above says select the text to process. So if I just say those four, see what they all jump over and line up.
yeah.
So that now one thing I do want to know is I'm going to copy these. And I'm going to change their justification to middle left. Okay, so now because you see they were all set, their justification was set to middle center,
Yeah.
but now they're all middle left. And so even if they're, you know, all kinds of different positions. If I tried to do that same thing now under edit text, line up text, V for vertical, now I pick here and now I select that text. See what it does? It lines up the justification point or the insertion point of the text. So if you want them to all be centered, they have to be in their properties. The text justification has to be one of the either middle, either top, well, left or center, or middle, left or center. You get the idea. It's whatever is the justification is what lines up on that line that you pick.
Okay.
And save. Okay. There's your contour label.
Yeah.
Are the contours supposed to be on here or no?
Nope. Nope.
So text index contour, we will simply freeze that layer. Okey doke. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All righty. Now this time, I got the recording, although there's going to be, a nice chunk while I'm doing all that looking up, trying to find the answer to that problem. So,
I'll tell you what, while we're here, let me save this and let me go back to the final plat and let's look at that title block. If you have a few more minutes.
okay.
Maybe you've already worked your magic on that one.
Don't know. Let's take a peek. The scale seems to be nicer. And this is, yeah, one thing I would do probably for this is, instead of making that all a bunch of single lines of text, let's convert to in text. Combine text and details. Now, that's there. Notice it's completely different than what it was. Okay,
Yeah.
because it just took some default conditions. So we're going to go and change our stuff here. So our justification is going to be middle center. And we'll tighten it up a little bit. We'll bring this down here. And we're going to change some individual text heights and such. So our final plat text height is going to be 1/4. So let's see here, 0.25. Oh, even before I do all that, change its style. Well, I don't want to change it to, I don't want to change the standard text style to use something. See, up here it used Arial, but down here, well, yeah, it says Arial. Okay. All right. So that we're going to switch to standard style. Has no effect. We'll select it all, select all the text. Standard. Oh, there it is up the top. I don't know why. Okay, now. This is 0.25. Let's make Okay. Now, oh, let's see here. Six. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh, I don't know why it's got those red lines there. It probably means that it thinks it's a spelling error, but I don't know. Now, Highcrest Farms LLC, should that be on a line by itself and then deed book page number on a separate line?
Yeah, that would be good.
How should that go,
Uh,
Mike?
just hit return, I guess, and I don't
Hello,
understand
test.
the question how it should go. Did you right click over Cabletown and see if it's asking for spelling correction?
Well, that didn't make much sense. Still. Alrighty. It's probably about as good as we can get it. Maybe move this just a skosh.
Yes. Add more notes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
Michael, you still there?
I am. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Wow, now finally. What happened? Couldn't hear you forever.
Don't know. I
Yeah.
was here.
I thought maybe you had to go pet the dog or something.
No,
Alrighty. What else could we
I think
think?
that's it.
All right. So, yeah, I think it's just a matter of, you know, consistency and what looks good and making sure we haven't made any boneheaded mistakes. Like, yep, it looks good.
Can you still hear me?
Yep, I got you now. So that's regened and saved. Okay,
Okay, I think we're finished.
they got it. Good deals.
I
Okay.
believe so.
Yep, I'll send you like you know how to find these videos on my channel now, right? I can just let you know that it's there, or
Yeah,
just check.
the only thing is confusing about them is the title. Uh, Sometimes I have to watch a good bit of it to figure out what it was we were doing that day. But
Oh,
I don't know how to fix that.
yeah, I don't either because we cover so many things. I don't know what to call it, like plat revisions and
Maybe I don't know if a date would help or not.
I usually now always put the dates in them. If you look, let's see here. If I share, let's see. Yeah, because see, here is.
Alrighty.
well,
You hear me okay?
stop. So here's the title.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
crap.
not seeing
Oh, the
anything
date's
except
not
your,
on that. Let's see.
Can you
See
hear
down
me?
here, see down here, the 2021-01-15, or 2020-12-22. So most of those, let's see, let's go to my Carlson playlist.
I must be looking at the wrong screen. I'm looking at a landscape of your deck and some trees in the background.
Yeah, but you don't see this window on top of that?
No,
Huh. Try it again. Still just a screen. You don't see the YouTube.
I don't see anything yet. I just see, it says Ken Crawford has started screen sharing. It says you are viewing Ken Crawford's screens. Let me see what view options. Uh, no, I'm not. I'm just seeing a blank screen. Like
Well,
a face. It's like a face. Uh, a
yeah.
Zoom
All right.
screen.
All right. Let's see. Let's try it on the other screen then, maybe. Let's try this. Okay. Do you see that now?
Nope. Just black.
But now. I don't know.
Nope.
This is nuts.
I'm just looking at. Okay, now I can see you.
Okay. So like this is everything in my playlist. You see these dates.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, now if you go to my channel,
Alrighty. You hear me okay?
I don't know how to make that quit doing that. And that was from 5 months ago. That's not the one I want to have up. I want Carlson. Oh, you still see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Go to your channels. That's probably where it is, or videos.
Well, there's my channel. Well, I can sort these. All right, playlists. Carlson. So anyway, there's the file names. And let me see something here, Mike. Let me close off of that. I'm going to, why don't you go ahead and go ahead and share your screen and show me what it looks like, because I suspect it may look different because I can see all of my content. Go ahead and share your screen again and show me where you go to find them.
Well, I don't actually look at them on this computer. I look at them. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I look at them on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
And I don't actually have YouTube on this.
You can just go to YouTube. See that youtube.com right here at the first thing at the, no, come down one. Right, a little more, one more. Right there, click. Okay. So now if you go to,
You have it under Kenneth or Ken.
probably can. And see over on the left, there's a thing where it says sign in. Well,
Yeah,
there.
I don't know what my password and that stuff is.
Oh, okay.
I have it automatically.
That's all
Ken Crawford Wrestler, is that you?
right. Yeah, no.
I think I found it by what's your middle initial?
A.
I think it is Kenneth.
Yeah, you may need to use Kenneth for that, but. Hey, there's my book.
Yeah. Kenneth A. Crawford.
There you go.
Let me see if I can find that's Covenant Books. That's not you.
Yeah. Just
Well, it's not worth spending a lot of time on, I don't think.
all right, let's see here. Here, Michael, stop a minute. Let's go back up to the top. Oops, sorry, I need to request. All right, there's me right there. All right, so you're, wow, apparently you see everything.
All right.
That I've got some things that are they're music, they're not anything very special, but like my Carlson playlist. So if you view the playlist, some of these other ones I didn't have dates on there, some earlier times,
Right.
but all these other ones from recent times, I've been using the date. Sort of, the year comes first, then the month, then the day, so that 2021 comes earlier or comes more recently than 2020.
Yeah.
Because if I did 01/15/2020 instead of 01/15/2021, then 01, anyway, there's something about when it changes months. Oh, I know what it was, like 1 through 9 works okay, and then you go to the 10th month, if you don't use double digits on the others, it gets them out of sort order. Anyway, it's just a habit I've gotten into from years and years ago. But anyway, no. So that's how they are. So I'll try to clean that up and get a playlist that's available. And anyway, just check on it in a day or two, but because it takes a little while to process. All righty.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. I will bid you a fond adieu.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, you too. Thanks. Bye-bye.